We're here at the Royal Free Hospital and we're here with Belinda. Belinda, can you just give the viewers a very brief outline of, how you got to be in the condition you are and what condition you're in?
Well, basically I was 26, I'd recently got married, and almost completely overnight I felt unwell, and then the next day I had severe backache, and by the next day I'd started to lose feeling in my arms and my legs, and I was admitted to hospital, and that's basically the story of my life for the last 10 years. Ups and downs, struggles and struggles and struggles and struggles, and I'm paraplegic. I can't move from under the bus downwards, and I've had a lot of upheaval in my life basically, and a lot of stays in hospital. I think this is my 7th stay this year.
Right, and
that's it.
And the rest of the time, where are you?
I'm in a nursing home in Golders Green,
Right.
Heathgrove Lodge, which I hate, to be on that honest. I mean, it's in care of the elderly home, which evidently I'm not. I mean, it could be 136, but really I'm 36. And yeah, so it's not really for me, but I wanted to stay within the Orthodox Jewish community, and it was a compromise I made at the time. I wonder every day if I made the right decision. But I am glad to be in the community. My friends come, they pop in every night, 5-10 minutes here. They wouldn't be able to do that if I wasn't in the community.
Right.
So yeah.
So tell us, Belinda, how do many of the people watching this, myself included, have busy lives, and the things that, that we think upset us, if we were to encounter you, or I can speak from my own experience, when I encounter you, I kind of feel almost embarrassed at what troubles me in my life. How do you manage, what you have to endure all your life? How do you manage your state of mind?
Well, I'm very lucky. I've always been a very strong person, always. Throughout life, up to I was 26, I encountered things that at the time I thought would break me. I mean, they seem silly, futile things now, but at the time they were very important and massive to me. But I always got through them in a very stoic way. And I think also the mantra I learned from home was we carry on, we are Rodins, that's my surname, Rodin. We are Rodins, we carry on, we don't let it break us. And, and that's the mantra I've always got through life. And thankfully I'm a very strong person, and I have my faith to hold on to, my Jewish faith to hold on to. And thankfully my belief in God has got stronger. And I think if you've got something like God to hold on to, then it's a lot easier. I think for people that don't have God, I don't really know how they do it, to be honest. But I think if you've got something like God to hold on to, it gives you a purpose, because you feel there's a reason for it, because you think God's testing you, or He's punishing you, or whatever you might feel. You've got something to hold on to, because it's your belief that it's the right thing for you at the time. I know it's very hard, and I'm not saying it's easy. I think it's a very simplistic view of looking at things. And I know that it sounds, as I said, it sounds a lot easier than it is. And it's not easy, I'm not denying. I mean, there are times when it's a huge struggle. As I said, I'm being interviewed for an article in a magazine, and I was telling her that some of my friends think I never cry, and that's just ridiculous, because I'm a human being. I'm not an angel. If you cut me, I bleed. I'm the same as you. I don't bleed blue, I don't bleed purple, I bleed red, the same as you do. I'm still a human being, I'm not a saint. So, I cry at night, the same as everyone else does, but I don't cry. You don't cry in front of me, I don't cry in front of you, why should I? But thankfully, as I said, I'm a strong person and I have my faith to hold on to.
Okay. I'm going to ask you another question. You talk about God. Can you tell me what do you mean when you talk about God? You don't have to answer that. Some people feel comfortable, some people don't. But can you tell us more of what you mean, or is it just?
I mean, obviously, God is a very abstract thing. It's not something you can put your finger on. You know, because we can't see God, we can't feel God. God's all around us, so it's a very abstract thing. But I believe God is never-ending. I believe God is omnipresent. And I can't really describe God, but it's something that I'm very, very happy that I've got in my life. You know, He's the creator of the world. He made us as a part of God in all of us. And I feel blessed to have a part of God in me and my soul.
Anything else you want to say?
I mean, I just think that people should take from me and just think that they should make the most out of their lives, because you've got the potential to make the most out of your life. Even I have the potential to make the most out of my life, but what I can make out of my life is not at all like what you can make out of your life, what the people watching this can make out of their life. And I think reaching your potential is really important, because we all have amazing potential. And I think everyone should try and reach their potential. I think it's very important, because otherwise you're not doing yourself justice. Because everyone has a right to do themselves justice. Because we're all born with the capability of reaching our potential, whatever that may mean. We're all born with the capability of being amazing people and doing amazing things, whatever that might mean, within the constraints of whatever your box may be, or whatever your life's allotment or package may be. Everyone's package, of course, is completely different to everyone else. If we're all the same, it would be a very, very boring world. But I think within our little circle, within our little bubble, we all have a right for ourselves to make the most of our lives. Otherwise you're just, you're not doing right by yourself.
Thank you.